Hello there. So this is going to be a short one this time. So you're probably aware everything's hotting up, all the tensions about the upcoming election in the United States of America, and everything's hotting up with the wars in Ukraine. Looks like the Russians are absolutely crushing them. The Ukrainians at the moment, although if NATO become directly involved, things could change somewhat. And Israel, of course, the Palestinian conflict, now dragging Iran into the fray, and possibly Syria as well, and possibly some of the other Arab states too, and possibly even Turkey, who is a NATO member. So there's a lot going on. Of course, there's an unfolding financial crisis which is all being kept very quiet. All the banks that are absolutely hemorrhaging money and in serious trouble. But I don't want you to know about that. You might take your money out of the bank and cause a bank run. So they have to keep, shh, don't tell anyone, don't tell anyone. And very quietly, all the rich people get their money out and say very little. Okay, so in my opinion, it doesn't really make any difference who wins this election in America. It really doesn't, because so much stuff is out of the hands of the Americans anyway. Well, one thing's for sure, both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are going to continue to support Israel in their insanity, their self-destructive, suicidal attempt to take over the whole Middle East, which obviously is going to fail, no matter how much money the Americans throw at them. Very similar to Ukraine. It doesn't matter how much money and weapons they give Ukraine, they're still screwed. The only thing that could possibly help would be direct intervention in NATO, which is going to cause World War III if they go down that road. But, I've long been of the opinion that politics is theatre for the masses anyway, that none of these people, when they get in as prime minister or president or whatever, actually really change anything. They're just there as figureheads. They're kind of more like actors than actually people that really do anything. Well, in the case of Zelensky, he actually is an actor. He was a comedic actor pretending to be president, and now he actually is the president of Ukraine, for all it's worth. I don't think he will be for very much longer. I suspect he'll scuttle off to the States, where he's bought a house, and never go back to Ukraine ever again. I'm sure he's siphoned off a huge amount of money, and he'll be living in luxury forever if he can escape unscathed. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being lynched by his own people if he doesn't leave soon. But anyway, there's lots of factors that why America is becoming increasingly irrelevant. It's sort of in a similar position now to Britain was about 100 odd years ago. Britain had been the main power and the de facto world currency, and they lost their position and the Americans took over. Before that, the same happened to the Spanish. They had been the richest country in the world and they collapsed. Britain is now just a basket case. America is well on the way to being a basket case. And China is in the ascendancy. China has all the resources, it has all the manufacturing, and it doesn't have a catastrophic national debt like America does. So it doesn't matter really what Kamala Harris does or what Donald Trump does. America is screwed one way or the other. And there's also the central bank digital currency thing. There'll be some form of digital currency that looks as if it will be unfolded and or rolled out rather. And of course, Wall Street is going to back whoever they think is going to win, and ultimately they have so much power, they're going to control the shots. The military-industrial complex will also control the shots. Israel also has a huge influence on what happens in America, and they will be calling shots too. So, if you think that the President of the United States actually decides what happens in America and how they deal with foreign policy and everything, I would say think again, have a look more closely at what's really going on. I would say, people like the Koch brothers, the Rockefellers, all these billionaires, Bezos and whatever, Musk, all these people who have massive amounts of money invested in the world economy and the American economy, they have a huge say on what happens. There's so much lobbying going on behind the scenes. And, a lot of these people that are powerful, we don't even know their names. How many people have actually heard of the Koch brothers, and what they do? All these massive corporations are faceless, and the people that own them are hiding in the shadows. They are the ones that are controlling most of the governments in the world. The face you see on the newspaper and on the news, they're just figureheads. They really are. They are not in charge of what is happening. It's all a big illusion. It's, as I said, it's theatre. Politics is nothing more than theatre, in my opinion. So things are going to unfold. The competition between BRICS and the West, it will all play out. But these individual heads of government and political parties that are involved, it's pretty much irrelevant, really. All this will come to a conclusion. There will be either a world government, or there will be a sort of multipolar world, one or the other. And I think it makes very little difference who wins the next election in America. And personally, I really don't care. It doesn't really bother me either way. Probably neither of them are particularly lovely people. Although, I've never met them. I'm just guessing on the impressions I get from seeing them on the television. But there are other things going on which are probably far more important and vital to the future than who wins this election. So anyway, that's all I've got to say for now. Give a thumbs up if you liked what I have to say. Please leave a comment if you've got anything to say about what I've said in this video. And if you're not already subscribing, I'd be grateful for more subscribers. So thank you for watching. That's all for now. Bye bye.